Okay, so now we're moving into the investors. How does an insurance protect investors that have multiple properties?
Well, when you have multiple properties, you have a lot of assets, right? And kind of one of the things that I mentioned earlier, in California, it doesn't take, you don't have to be a millionaire to be sued like one. And most importantly, right, bad things happen to good people. And, you know, just a few months ago, right, I had a client switching lanes on the freeway, hit a guy in a motorcycle. The guy in the motorcycle has yet to walk today. This is one of those acts, you know, incidents, right, that's probably going to exceed the $2 million mark. Wow. And if you're a client that has various rental properties, unfortunately in the state of California, they're up for game. If you lose this lawsuit, you're going to have to sell those properties. So what you have to do, so the more you have, the more you have to protect yourself. And one of the things that you really got to keep a closer eye on is your automobile, your bodily injury limits, and having an umbrella. Make sure that your limits are sufficient if tomorrow one of these type of accidents happen. And I mean, back to it, right? Cost. You pay all of the money on auto insurance just to be insured. So the minute you start doubling, tripling, quadrupling your limits, it's honestly really cents, pennies more monthly. So you've got to really make sure that you have the right coverage in place when you have assets, because hey, tomorrow you're in an accident, you're being sued, your limits aren't sufficient, you are forced to sell investment properties, you're forced to pull equity out of your primary residence. I mean, even if you don't have properties, your wages can be garnished up to 30%. So even if you have a good job, you basically got to really protect yourself when it comes to your auto insurance limits, because that is where the biggest accidents occur daily. And I mean, and think about it. Why is auto insurance so expensive? Why is auto insurance continuing to increase? And realistically, it's because in the last 2 years, auto accidents have not only gone up 33%, right? But claims where the insurance company is paying more than $100,000 per claim, that's gone up 47% in the last 2 years alone. So just knowing those two statistics, you got to protect, today we're sadly in a society where you got to protect yourself a lot better. You got to really make sure that your bodily injury limits are where they should be. So always, always sit down with your insurance agent, right? Or Andy Zuloaga with Farmers Insurance, and make sure that your coverage is where it should be.
So where should, like a quick tip, where is the limit for bodily injuries? Where do you recommend?
It's in your policy declarations, right? So the first thing you want to do is review your policy declarations, look at what your bodily injury limits are. And I mean, and given the statistic that I just gave you, I personally feel that no one should have anything less than $250,000 per person, $500,000 per occurrence. And then for those clients that have invest a lot of equity, have investment properties, you have to have an umbrella. An umbrella is a must.
And right now we have a lot of accidents, like made up accidents, because as you're pulling out of your car or parking structure, I've been hit and I felt I was set up.
Yeah.
So I got worked hard. The people were like, just give me $1,000 and I won't even report it to the insurance. And he caught me off guard. I almost felt like he was just waiting for me to pull back, to run into me, to cause an accident.
And that's why it's so important to be better insured today than ever before.
That's true. Well, get your insurance. Get protected and stay protected. Stay happy.